It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. No. Check 24.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now it's Jackson. Out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinnen Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Jets, 1st down.
On 1st down, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. 59 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25.
By the Jets.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? and they responded to the challenge.
And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brought in left side by Snead. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Switch. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. And here we go. Watch it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Caught right side at Snead. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Jets 21, Ravens 7.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. 13. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Check 26. Check 26. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Again, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On the draw, this is Ingram. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. C.J. Mosley. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon. And guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
In your face. Kill. Switch.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
From the 17, Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Down at the line of scrimmage.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's Jackson on third down. Buying time to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On first and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
56. Mike's 56. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check 15, check 15.
Throwing again. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, dog. Check 99. Check 99. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 56 to my hair. Hey, report. Report. Kill. Back.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Jets.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
Denzel Mims on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job. That might be it right there. I think that's the lucky one.
Faking the give, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
To Denzel Mims.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 36, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be second down. Off of play action, Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Justin Madubuike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman. 40 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. That's a screen. That's a screen.
Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back now in Baltimore. Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
56, right there, 56. Come on. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
56, check 56. You at X, 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Jackson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
56, Mike's 56.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
37-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. 56.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jackson on third down. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Able to connect with Mims. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. That'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, check. Fresno. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 56, right there, 56. Watch the pass. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah. We don't want none.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike 56, right there.
And Jackson throwing once more. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
56. Mike's 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56. Mike 56.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down.
He's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's third down.
On the coverage.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On 1st down, it's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is every...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
New York.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And his kick is good.
Jets 84, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Today's final score, Jets 84.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.